A part of growing up is realizing how much effort it took for your parents to raise you, how much everything and anything costs.
Well, a Senate committee examining grocery
prices will today travel to regional New South Wales.
The biggest question I had before moving out was, how much would it cost me? I had a general idea, but nothing too specific. Now that I've been living on my own for about 6 months, I thought I'd share Alright, first things first, let's get the biggest expense out of the way. Rent. I live about 30 minutes away from Sydney CBD in a 2-bedroom apartment with my girlfriend, and we pay $800 a week in rent. On top of that, the utilities like electricity, gas, and internet adds around $50 a week. And for that price, we have a spacious living room for guests, a decent view, and a short walk to the train station. Groceries are the second biggest expense. We try to meal prep as much as we can, so the shopping is usually done in bulk. An average grocery haul will look like this: a few kilos of meat, some way to flavor the meat, and of course some vegetables. In an average week, we spend about $169. But of course, we can't just live our day-to-day lives eating and sleeping. We need to have some fun. Fun looks like this, and this, and this. Okay, my purchasing power has diminished a lot compared to what it was before I moved out, and I've become obsessed with furnishing the apartment. This ends up costing us around $117 a week, and will usually be necessities like toilet paper, since it technically doesn't count as groceries. And just like how we need to pay for toilet paper every month, we need to pay for services every month. Amazon, Netflix, gym, Spotify, Costco, some for entertainment and some as a necessity. These services all up cost us around $57 per week. Now before I move on from services, I want to thank one more service for sponsoring today's video. BetterHelp. Moving out for the first time can be a lot, trying to figure out the bills and taking on the new responsibility of, well, keeping yourself alive. Adding this on top of your existing responsibilities can be overwhelming. During this time, it's more important than ever to keep an eye on your mental health. And I can speak from personal experience that sometimes life just gets you in a slump. And it's pretty hard to get out of it on your own. BetterHelp is an online service that connects you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice through calls, video chatting, or messaging. All you have to do is head over to their website using my link, betterhelp.com/luda, which will give you a discount in your first month, and complete a questionnaire. Then, based on your needs, you'll be matched with a therapist usually within 48 hours. So if 2024 is the year you want to get ahead on your mental health, give BetterHelp a try using the link in my description. Thanks again, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. It's not until you experience cooking and cleaning for an hour, only to eat your food in 5 minutes, that you come to appreciate the convenience of eating out. But given the current state of Sydney,
You feel like you're currently living in a giant game of economic snakes and ladders.
when they're walking down the street.
it's no wonder we try to eat out as little as possible. So unless it's a special occasion or there's literally no food at home, I'll be eating in. Per week, we spend about $50 on eating out. The last thing we gotta worry about is the car. I am super fortunate to be able to drive my parents' car, the trusty Toyota Camry. It might not be flashy, but it gets the job done. And the only thing we need to worry about is maintenance. This averages to about $132.50 per week. So, altogether, after splitting the costs, Rosie and I each pay about $687.50 per week on basic living expenses. There's some extra stuff that we don't split, like phone plans, coaching and whatnot, but I would say that this is a pretty decent representation of